Hello, everyone. It's me again, the big radical, Erin Radical Robinson, and thank you very much for joining us for episode 2 of my podcast. Today, I have a very special guest. They are very close to my heart. They're very good looking. They work very hard, entrepreneur. I would like to introduce everyone to my beautiful husband, Scott Townsend. Scott Townsend, thank you for joining me today, my love.
Thanks for having me. And thanks for keeping me around.
Well, the podcast isn't over, so we're not quite sure about that yet.
I know, and despite all your lovely comments, you're still making dinner tonight.
What are we making, by the way? I think
I
got a taco
not my
kick.
concern.
I got a taco kick kicking around somewhere.
I love it. You always have a taco kick.
Oh, Scott, I'm so happy that you're here today.
Me too.
Because, you know, one thing, I feel like I'm a lot in the public eye, and a lot of people know me, and a lot of people know you, but we are very private about our relationship. We keep things behind closed doors, and I think a lot of that is because we're such public people and social people that our private lives we like to keep to ourselves. Yeah. But in going against the grain, I want to expose all our stuff to the whole entire world, so that's why I brought you on, because I want to talk about our relationship over the years. I want to talk about you and just explore what we have and share that with the rest of the world. So that's that.
I love that. Are you offering free counseling to your listeners if you're telling them everything about us? I think that's a free added bonus.
Well, we can give free counseling.
I think we're going to need to. But
however,
we'll
I'm not very
share.
good at counseling myself, so it just might be a whole lot of fuckery.
That's okay. We're good at tomfuckery. I'm really excited to be here, though, and to share with all your listeners, because we do live a very private life, and I think that's by design and by our own culture, you know, from families and whatnot. But part of that is you know, with our businesses and organizations, we are in the public eye a lot, and it's nice to have some anonymity to one's life. I think that's important, isn't it?
And everyone, Townsend likes privacy.
I like privacy. I very much like my mother. I like quiet and privacy. Yeah.
So is it pronounced privacy overseas? Or is it privacy?
Yeah, depending on
or is that just the way we say it?
Regionality, right? It's privacy, right? But you know, in Britain, privacy. I think it's in the English terms.
I like my privacy.
I want privacy.
You don't give me any privacy.
Well, no, of course not.
So Townsend. So everyone, I call Scott Townsend just because I think it's a great little name. He's also called Town, and I have a bunch of other names for him. But if you hear me refer to him as the Townsend or the primary Townsend, he likes to call himself primary. But Townsend, you have been running and operating and building your own companies for a very long time. I think, what are you on, 12 years now?
12 or 13. My very first business I built was a small business out of my shed when I was a young kid. And I bought and sold computer parts from a local computer repair shop, and I'd take a tower and you'd get it for $50 and you could strip it down for $200 worth of parts, and 13-year-old, that's the very first computer that I built. Before that, I was 12 years old and I sold it for $2,000. So yeah, I've been hustling for a long time, for sure. But yeah, our current group of companies, I started building 12 years ago. 2012, we incorporated Inks and Stuff here in Alberta, which was super exciting, and that's one of our primary pillars of revenue. Mm-hmm. And since then, with your support and a whole lot of patience, we've built out quite a few companies, and now we've incorporated them. We're migrating them over to the trust, aren't we? And yeah, that's another exciting part of our private life that we get to enjoy.
The Townsend Estates Trust, or
Townsend Estates and Trust, yeah. I'm the primary too. That's why I call myself primary.
That's why he calls himself primary all the time. I'm secondary. I don't know how I like calling myself secondary. So we just keep it as radical, the big radical.
Yeah, that's all anybody calls you is radical. And it's funny because this morning I walked into Starbucks and my order says primary, right? Because it's on my profile, I guess, and on Sarah's too. And yours says Radical Robinson. And the one lady looked at me and she's like, "Where's Radical?" And I think that's so cool that, the culture you built around your brand and that it's recognized. I think that's to be noted and to be proud of, for sure.
Well, I appreciate that, because when I started the whole Radical Robinson thing, I think it was received well, but you always get haters. And all the haters that didn't like it, what they would say is, "Oh, I can't believe you're calling yourself radical." And I'm like, well, at least I'm not calling myself boring. or like any other thing. And I got a funny response from it. People that knew me loved it. People that didn't know me, they were very much like, oh, who the hell do you think you are calling yourself this? And I think just over time it's a good brand.
It is. It's great. And people are receptive to it. It relates to who you are and to your personality and to your team. And I would say as a serial entrepreneur, one thing I've learned is that the moment you start getting haters, the moment you made it, or you're making a mark, and that's powerful, isn't it?
Mm-hmm,
and
very true.
People look at me weird when I walk up and I'm like, "Hi, I'm Townsend Primary." Who the heck is this guy? Well, you don't need to know, do you? I'm whoever I want to be, and that's the powerful thing about being an entrepreneur.
You're whoever you want to be.
I can reinvent myself like Madonna. Bam! Now I got cone titties.
Give those back. I don't want them.
For the viewers, we didn't actually put on cone titties.
We're going to poke out an eye. We don't need to poke out no eyes.
True. So I would say that, wear it loud and proud, and, people are already receptive to it and like it. So good on you. I love it. I absolutely love it. Walking into a hotel and people, are you part of the Radical Party? I am.
At first, it was funny because I just always thought radical as fun, loving, out there. But it wasn't until Trump took office and this whole radical West Wing thing started. Mm-hmm. And that was actually, it set me for a little bit of a loop with my name. And I think you and I talked about a little bit about this, where I was like, oh, should I not call myself Radical Robinson anymore? And everyone, including you, were like, why? And I'm like, because we're talking about radicalists. And I don't want people to think that I'm a radicalist. Which I'm not a radicalist in any type of way, but I'm just radical.
Yeah.
And so that was a big thing where I was like, oh my God, Trump, you screwed it for me. But no, I don't think he screwed it for me.
No, I don't think so at all. I think, he took a nosedive and that whole scene did. It's completely different, I think, than your name. But you are radical. Anybody that meets you, you light up a room when you walk into it. That's one of my favorite things about you. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
It's, so yeah, you are very radical.
It's often hard. You say that. You light up a room. But that is sometimes when I walk into that room, that is the most anxiety I get. It's like, oh my God, I have to walk into this room. And not in a bad way, but it's for people that are very much like me, social people, there's that extra layer, like you're an onion. There's that layer of that thing that you're so good at is usually that you need to be on, and it's sometimes one of your biggest insecurities. And I've noticed for myself, I'm so great with people, but a lot of times I get in my head, and that is often one of my biggest insecurities is people. But you have to work off of it, and you have to just continue to build it.
Well, I mean, you're all about kicking the door open and getting her done. Like, I mean, you do it in...
I just don't want to do what other people do, and I find it so boring. Oh my God, in this world, and I think in this world of real estate right now for myself, everyone is the frickin' same. Everyone has the same photographer. They have the same branding strategy. They have the same this. They advertise their houses the same way. They have the same videographers that do these walkthroughs. It's all the same. And I think that's
blind to it.
They're very blind to it. And I think that is part of our culture right now is finding ways to be different, but still fitting in, you know what I mean?
Well, I think fitting in and being relevant are two different things. And
very true.
I would say being relevant is and relatable, right? Is the key to everything. Look, sales is psychology, right? Everything is psychology most times, but sales is psychology, and especially in the industry you're in, you have to be fresh and connected, but you have to be able to guide somebody through the most tumultuous and scariest time, whether they're a first-time home buyer or an existing home buyer, of anyone's life sometimes, you know what I mean? Literally, you're uprooting or helping them uproot their family and go to that new happy place. But that intermediate area can be terrifying, right?
Oh, it's so terrifying.
So how do you translate that message in your advertising to get people to trust you to walk it through?
Fun.
Exactly.
And it's so funny because so many people look at me and they're like, oh my God, I'm so scared. And it is scary. And like Scott, to be very transparent with everyone, you and I are thinking about building a house and moving.
Yeah.
And this is a big step for us.
Mm-hmm.
And like the stress that's behind it, and like you and I have barely even started the process. And I'm kind of in like my buyer's position where I'm like, oh my God, I see their stress so much more. And even though it's not, I don't think it's stressful, there is a level of stress that just automatically comes with
it's inherent, for sure.
Well, you think you're buying anything for hundreds of thousands of dollars. No one has
it's the biggest purchase, for the average person in their lifetime, right?
Well, it is, and it's very emotional.
It is.
Very emotional.
Yeah. No, I think you're doing a great job.
Well, thank you, Townsend. I
Yeah,
appreciate
that's my little brag
that.
on you.
Okay, well, no more bragging about me.
Cheers.
Okay, well, let's continue to
What
brag
about
about me. Well, Townsend, I got a little bit of a game for us.
Okay,
now,
I like games.
you and I do like to play games once in a while, maybe head games with each other, not actual games. Note to self, everyone, if anyone ever wants to have a board game drinking night with us two, let's just say Scott Townsend does not do any type of games. So I'm quite excited to see how this is going to go because you're sober.
So my husband, the last game type thing he left me in charge of, I gotta tell everybody, is during the pandemic, I was like, you know what, we're gonna be home. Let's get a puzzle or something, right? So
Oh, God.
I leave and I was like, well, where do I go, right? So I went to like Mastermind Games, I think is what it was, right? And me being me, right? If it's, you know, something that doesn't demand a lot of brain power, I just put my finger up and this one will do, right? So Townsend did, and I left the store we get home, and I give it to my husband. I'm all proud. I'm like, look at the giraffes and the, you know, oh yeah,
It was the most
really
beautiful
nice.
puzzle. It was
Gorgeous.
a beautiful African safari. Oh, it was
It's like
gorgeous.
a 30-piece puzzle for 4-year-olds.
It was age level 3. The pieces were literally the size of a dinner plate.
And I still struggled. And I couldn't blame it on color blindness because it was the shapes that tossed me off.
Townsend,
for sure.
you came home and I was so excited to put together a pill
I
because
was
one of my
pissed.
friends from the office is a big puzzle girl. And her and I were talking about puzzles and she was like, Erin, I have so many puzzles. And I was like, no. I sent Scott on a mission. He's going to get a puzzle. Fuck my life. Did he ever get a puzzle? And it was literally age 3 and under
So
for Mastermind Toys. And I think I put that whole thing to. It was a little difficult. Those edges were tough edges.
Hey, it was hard to locate them. I give you props, but if any listeners are looking for a challenging puzzle for your 3.5-year-old,
Go to
me and Erin
Mastermind
have
Toys.
it. We'll give you ours. We've already done it. We don't need
Okay,
it.
we will donate it to a
Shameful that I
willing
still
listener.
kept it.
Oh my God, Scott, we should actually do a contest to see how
A
long
raffle.
it takes a loyal listener to do that puzzle, and then we'll do it.
Legit. I think that's a good idea. Let's put the challenge forward.
We'll probably still lose, even though we've put together 3 times.
Listen, this is what we'll do. We'll get the puzzle out on social media at some point, and those who listen to this podcast that like connect to it will get the reference and enter yourself via DM into the contest. And I don't know, Erin will come up with a crazy prize. Maybe we can give away something from one of our companies, like a power system or a solar cell or solar panels or something.
Oh, why don't we give away a big solar?
Like something like a solar charger.
Listeners, this is something to come. We might give away solar panels.
Stay tuned. We'll figure out something to give you. But yeah, that's
How
a good
nice do I
idea.
have to be to you?
Well, it'll cost you.
Oh.
They won't know. But let's get to your game.
Okay, let's get to my game.
Before you start racking up a bill with Townsend.
No, there's no bill with Townsend.
I
Okay, so we got this game, and it's basically a newlywed game. Now, we've been together we're going on 14 years, married for 5, so it's not really a newlywed game for us. But we're
Okay,
going to
good.
see how well we know each other, Townsend. So we both have whiteboards.
Okay.
I'm going to ask a question.
And markers.
Oh, just don't forget the bloody markers.
Well, erasable markers.
I got a purple marker.
I'm colorblind. I think mine's blue. I think everything's blue, though. So, what color is this?
It's blue.
Everybody in the studio being like, what color is this? Tell me straight down, just not.
Okay, focus. You got a blue marker. I got a purple marker.
I got a board.
I'm going to ask us a question. You need to write what you think my answer is going to be. I'm going to write what I think your answer is going to be. We're then going to show it to each other, show it to the world, and then we're going to banter back and forth and go on to the next question. We're going to see if you know me better, if I know you better, or if we're just don't know each other at all.
Should we give our studio mate a shot of tequila for having to watch this and witness it before we get started? All right, let's do this. I have faith. I have faith in our love.
Oh, in our love. Oh, what kind of question should we
Get
start with? Okay,
describing.
we're going to go easy.
Okay.
This is good. We're just the tip.
Got you. Just
Okay. When is our birthday?
I have to recite this stuff for the estates all the time, so I know this one. I went blank.
You have to put.
Panicked.
Oh, sorry. You also have to put the year we were born in. This one you're gonna fail.
No, girl. I do all the stuff for the house. It's all good. I got you.
You know the year I was born in?
I have to be you some days.
Oh yeah, he did have to call BMO Bank of Montreal the other day as me.
Because he doesn't know any of his They're like, what bills automatically come out? What investments do you have?
Townsend, we don't need to tell people about this. I didn't know what my security questions were.
I swiped the card and stuff happened.
They asked me really hard security questions.
He's like, what happened to who is my dad? And what school did I go to? I was like, those left in 99.
Okay, Townsend.
Ready?
3, 2, 1. Oh, you are very right.
and
Okay,
you are too.
yeah, okay. I was
Okay.
born on May 1st, 1989, and Scott was born on April 24th, 1986. So in this relationship, Scott is the daddy. You're a good daddy, by the way.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's not creepy at all.
No, not creepy at all. We've been together long enough. Okay, so that was just a little tester.
That's
Okay,
a tester. Oh,
That
we're
was
just dipping our toes in.
just dipping our toes in. We're just dipping our toes in.
Just testing the waters, right?
What is? Okay, this is a challenge. Oh, I'm not. Okay. What did we do on our first date? You better get this right. If you don't. What's that thing called? We'll just say.
Oh, look at you with your details. Just adding a little extra in
I'm
there.
trying to show you up.
You probably will. I sounded overconfident for the listeners, but it faded really quick. Let's see.
I feel like I'm going to get this one wrong.
I feel like you're going to get it right.
But I feel like we did something else. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, Joey's by the water.
And,
Yes.
and Aaron said West End Joey's date by the pond single table.
What would you call that? A pond?
No, it was like, I don't know, it's like a never-ending fountain, wasn't it? Because it ran over.
I don't know. Every time I go there, the girls call it different things all the time. It's a
I have
pond,
to-
It's a pool. It's a fountain.
Outside of shouting out to Joey's in the West End, because their staff's amazing.
Yeah, they're-
and they've hosted
Yeah,
literally
they are amazing.
so many of our family's special events. That was, Aaron is a bit of a hidden romantic, and he
I am.
was, you totally are, and he was one of the few men that actually took me out on a date, proper date, outside of wooing the other ways, and he asked to hold my hand the first time we went for a walk, and asked to kiss me.
Okay.
Ladies, he asked to kiss me. Now, everybody's had their Disney moment. Never thought it'd happen.
Okay, well, first off, let's just get something straight. I dated women before I dated you, and that was a whole different ballgame. So if I ever touched one of their hands or tried laying a kiss on one of them, oh, girl.
Well, that just
So
tells
that's
you-
why I had to ask, because you
Listen.
were a man with muscles. I don't want to get no fucked up.
Listen, though, it just goes to show that ladies have the right expectation and men need to take another look, don't they? Amen.
Yeah, very true,
Very true, yeah.
Okay, Townsend,
All right, what you
next
got for
question.
me?
This is going to be a difficult one.
All right, let me get my board straight here.
What is my favorite food? And I'm gonna write. What's your favorite food?
Half of the Eastern Seaboard knows what my favorite
Yeah,
food
but I got
is.
lots, so this is where I'm like, I might win this round.
Okay, so Aaron's favorite food. Or, because I believe in selection for my husband. Also, I like 2 chances to win and kick his ass.
I'm making infographics. Okay, ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1. Pizza.
100%. He wins. Dad's
you
meatloaf.
are very correct.
Oh, yeah, right. I'm so
would say
excited.
my dad's meatloaf. I love a
Girl,
good meatloaf.
I'm swooning. And then I also said carrot cake, and that's for the afters.
You forgot one very vital food on there.
What?
I'm giving you a chance to try to think
Okay,
of
well,
it.
let me just give me a sec here. Oh, hold on now. I got you. Hold up, hold up.
Oh, I think he knows what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a lot of writing. I don't think this is what
Just
it
wait
is.
now. Hold on now.
Oh my god, you're writing a novel? Dun, 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 dun.
I said chocolate brownies from Save On because he eats a whole pack in a sitting, or ice cream cake. Yeah, I just threw him under the bus on that one.
Maybe. Mac and cheese!
How did I forget mac and cheese?
Mac and
I'm all
cheese
about
is,
the
I
desserts.
will do anything for any type
It's
of mac
so
and
true.
cheese.
So Aaron, at our
meatloaf is
wedding, chased, and he was so mad. We had this immaculate wedding, and he was just chafed and
I
pissed.
got no mac and cheese.
He got
for
no
my mac and cheese
midnight
party.
mac and cheese, and it was like a royal wedding. Like, it was astounding. And my husband chased that fucker down, and he was like, "No, it's all packed up. Gotta go, gotta go."
I got my mac and cheese, but it was cold.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, this whole time.
But it was cold. I had to pay for it.
Yeah. Well,
No.
Jeez.
Well, I didn't mean I had to pay for it, but, like, you know, you pay for a wedding, you pay for the food.
Well, yeah, okay. I thought he charged you extra. I was like, what?
No, they better not
That's
charge
hard
me
shit.
extra.
Great wedding, buddy. I'm glad I got to work and give me a 50. You can have some mac and cheese.
No.
Brutal.
Okay, Townsend, I wrote pizza because literally you're the biggest pizza whore in the face of the planet.
It has every food you're
It's
supposed to eat on it, plus bread.
Ew.
No.
My mom and brother are also
Right.
pizza whores. Like,
Yes.
they love pizza. And me and my
Naomi?
dad are the two people where I'm like, if I never have to see pizza ever again in my life.
Oh, I
Or if you
love
are going
pizza.
to get pizza, like, get good pizza. I don't want no crappy cardboard pizza. Like, I want good pizza.
Hands
and
down.
good pizza comes with a little bit of a pricey price.
Hands down, the best pizza you and I ever had was when we spent the winter in Tofino. There, didn't we? Or no, that was prior to that. It was earlier on in the year. We went out to the Black Rock and we got that Stonefire. Oh yeah, it was. It was in the summer season. We went out there.
Very good pizza.
They had a Stonefire pizza, you guys, pizzeria in a trailer on the side of the road. Just
This is a
as
food truck.
Yeah, there you go. Just as you're coming into Tofino and your Hewlett, the turnoff point. And I mean, we took a whole pizza down to the ocean and had a fire by the ocean, and we had a nice cooking rack. We threw that pizza over the fire and heated it up at like midnight watching the stars. Best pizza of my life, for sure, with the best person to be there with.
Oh,
But
Townsend.
that was really fun.
What are you trying to butter me up for?
Oh, nothing.
Okay, next question.
Dinner.
Oh, do you have a little rag over there, my sweetheart?
No, my prince. Could I get one?
Oh, can we get another rag? Thank you.
This game's a lot of fun.
Uh-oh. Okay, so now we're going to get into some good questions.
Good.
Okay? Oh,
Okay, I got you.
okay. So let's just clean this off. Okay, you ready for this question, Townsend?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm a little nervous about this one because I have a good answer for this one. Okay,
How much you got?
so what do you do to relieve stress? You write what I do, I'll write what you do.
See. Oh, I really want to say shop, but that's too predictable. He does that when he's happy, sad, hungry, full, already shopping. He's actually done that while we were in a store shopping on his phone.
What did I do on...
You shopped on Amazon while we were in a store buying things. Like,
I needed some accessories for what I was buying in the store.
shopping while he's shopping. That's commitment.
I hope this is right.
Okay, well, I hope this is right. Let's give it to the universe. What? He's still writing. Scott likes to go to the jungle and never come back and talk to nobody.
Okay, ready? 3,
Two,
2, 1. Oh!
Oh, 100% my husband. knows
Okay,
me.
so Townsend, we did this pretty well. Okay, so how I distress, however, yours is so... Okay, so Scott says Aaron distresses by working out and dancing to Beyonce. You witnessed that in the shower this morning. There was
The
a full
shower,
twerk
the
fest.
spill out onto the hallway, then by the rack. There was the rack moment.
It's just, you know, it distresses me.
It does.
It very
Shaking
much-
your stuff. Actually, cool moment about Aaron. He's like can watch a video on a particular song that he's in love with and absorb, and I mean absorb the steps and reproduce it. One time in a shutdown pool that he was working in years ago,
Oh my God.
he had
Oh my God.
construction workers and team members and staff lining up around the rim of this empty pool as he did Beyonce's, was it Single Ladies? I believe it was Single
It was
Ladies.
Single Ladies, but
In
there
the
was a
pool.
couple other songs
Yeah,
too. This
well,
was
you
when
did the
Beyonce
one-
came out with Lemonade, and she
That-
started dancing in a pool basin.
Yes.
And then I was like, girl, I work at a pool. I have access to a pool basin.
And
so
I got
Aaron
a
had
booty.
to dance in the pool basin.
And he did amazing. Like, he had, like, genuine claps. Like, it was awesome. But that's Aaron's favorite thing is Beyonce for sure.
Very
and then
true.
working out. For you, I find working out and anything, like, physically active or creative, huge mental release and physical release for you.
Well, thank you, Townsend.
Yeah.
For you, I said nature walks with the dog is a big one. Relaxing meditation music is a big one. If anyone drives with Scott, which let's just pray you never drive with Scott, because it's just let's just say
I'm a good driver. I think I'm a good driver.
What you say?
Well, see, it's better than some people that I've driven with recently, like family members that we won't
I thought you were going to talk about me.
No, you're a good driver. You're a great city driver. I'm a better highway driver.
You are.
But I'm a highway driver. But yes, I listen to either classical music or spa music when I drive because
Spa
by XM satellite. Because it's like, it keeps me calm when I'm dodging fellow Edmontonians in their fits of trying to get to and from. So, like, it keeps me calm because I'm like,
It puts me to sleep.
Well, somebody cuts you off and the nice lady comes on. She's like, you're listening to Spa. And
We were
great.
driving through Elk Island Park yesterday to go see your dad, and Scott had on spa music, and literally it took everything in me to keep my eyes open.
Oh, yeah.
I
Aaron's
was just
sitting
like,
lazy boy in the front seat, just falling asleep.
like my eyes are getting so heavy
I'm
and up.
tired.
And I'm like, can we listen to something else? No, this is just stressing me. Aaron, I know what works for me. Leave me alone. Oh, I just dropped my earphones. Oh my god.
Oh, Aaron and his,
Oh my god.
Aaron and his cackles. He tossed his head back too far.
Hey, Townsend, we got one more question.
You
You ready?
Because I'm sweating now.
I know, it's really hot in
Talking
here.
about touching yourself.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, we won't talk about that
Let's see
anymore.
if I can win this one. Because right now, what are we tied, right?
We're tied.
All
We're
right.
tied. We're
All
tied.
right.
Okay.
What you got?
What, if you could buy your dream car, what would be your dream car?
Okay, just wrote down the.
I think I got this wrong.
Really?
So I say your dream car would be one of these two.
Yes, absolutely. But it would be a Lamborghini Yaris.
Okay, I didn't know how to spell Yaris, so we'll just put a Y at the end of the
No, it's a U.
Oh, it's a U.
Yeah.
I'll still drive it.
Not at $310,000, you won't. Yours is a G-Wagon.
It's so big and boxy. How can you not love it?
Other than that, it would be Aaron's newest love is the new Hyundai electric. What is it?
I really want an electric vehicle, and you know,
mine's a hybrid, and we sure do love it. So
I don't want gas no more.
you know,
I don't want to support
with our
the big
energy
gas
company, we
companies
shouldn't,
anymore.
right? If we can charge our car for free.
I
at
have
home.
a Hyundai Elantra right now, and it only has 30 liters of gas, and right now it's like $85 to fill up.
It's ridiculous.
Screw that.
This morning with our other car, our SUV, it's a Porsche Cayenne hybrid, and I got from the house to the gym, worked out, left the gym, went to get my haircut, left my haircut, came home, or got coffee, and when I left the coffee place, I'd run out of power, so the engine kicked on. And I was like, that's amazing that I was able to go that distance without putting any pollution out into the air, using any fossil fuels, and it came from the sun. Like, that's awesome. I'm really excited to get the wind generator put on the roof so that, you know, when there isn't sun, we're still producing energy. And
So just for all the listeners out there that don't know, Scott started up his own energy company called Townsend Energy. And he specializes in solar panels, renewable energy, wind generate, just everything.
yeah, if you check it out at townsendenergy.ca, it's pretty cool. We've partnered with a company called Blue Eddy for our powered storage solution. We've got a 1,000-watt wind generator, and we are one of the first people to be able to actually ship solar tiles within Canada. So we have a similar tile. It is a flat solar tile that goes on your roof, or solar shingle that goes on your roof, and then we have a solar tile. So we have two different solutions that are shipping currently within Canada to customers. Our solar shingle, each one is 100 watts of generating potential, so you can cover things like your garage, your shop, really anything in these. And then the solar tiles are really cool because of the hail resistance and the fire protection on them. So pretty cool technology. I'm a geek. Last week,
geek.
I am. Last week I got to go camping. I up and took off, and I took one of our solar generators with us, a Blue Eddy AC200, and I had it in the tent. I had an extension cord going out to the site, and like I powered my Instant Pot, my kettle.
I would just like to
Everything.
add
My big
that
screen.
Scott left me at home while he went camping. Actually, it was volunteer. I had too much stuff going on. But he left me at home, and he took the kettle with him. He took the coffee maker. He took the coffee press. He took all the coffee. He took all the tea. I didn't have anything to boil water. So I call Scott, and I'm like, I can't even make myself a damn tea. He's like, well, you can boil water on the stove. So for 4 days, I boiled water on the stove for 1 tea a day. Because he took it with his power generator, which
super pumped.
is cool, but we need 2 kettles.
Yeah, I'll
Please.
order that. And get the new solar panels for it too. Yeah, I'm really excited.
So we have a lot going on in the next couple weeks,
I'm
Townsend.
so excited about our Newfoundland trip.
Oh, we got so much going on. I have a Century 21 conference in St. John's, Newfoundland from the 17th to the 27th. The conference is only 3 days, but we're staying there for an extra 4.
I believe, yeah.
We've never been to the East Coast. I'm really excited about this. I better get screeched in. If I don't get
That's
screeched in,
top
I'm going to
number
be
one.
permanently pissed.
No, that is number one. That is the one thing we have to do while we're there.
Well,
Other than dip our toes in the ocean, like that is a must. I dated a newfie when I was younger.
you dated a newfie?
Oh yeah.
Tell me more.
Nope.
Why not?
I will leave it there because that's where that story needs to lie. Is right there at the bottom of that ocean. Yes, it was.
Me and all the listeners are
It was
intrigued.
a fun but a short. It was a that we'll keep for another episode. It was a fun but a short
stint.
stint. We'll call it, yeah. But in any event, yes, I need to be screeched in for sure.
I just really
might
wanna
already
be screeched
been.
in. It's actually funny. I was asking what the dress attire was for like our banquet, and everyone was like, "Well, you know, we're going to Newfoundland. Newfoundland, I don't think Newfies are. No, actually." I heard that's insulting. We're not supposed to call Newfoundlanders
It depends.
Newfies.
If you've got friends and you're in a group, that's how they refer to themselves internally.
Yeah, but I think they can refer to themselves as that. I don't think we can. I don't know.
I don't know. I worked up in the oil sands, and it's
I'm gonna have to Google this.
Newfies are proud, and they're proud to call themselves Newfies that I know of. So for me, like up in Fort McMurray, that's like a mini Newfoundland, isn't it? I mean,
Because I know. Well, yeah.
I know that
basically
relationship wasn't from Fort McMurray, thank God, because it would have been a real dumpster fire if I picked it up in Fort McMurray.
Oh, well, whatever. You ended up with this fire.
Oh, I'm telling you.
And I'm no
way
dumpster
better.
fire.
No.
What type
you
of
were
fire
like,
am I? I
You're
am
like
like
an
the Game
eternal
of Thrones
flame.
green fire.
Yeah, you are. Hot. But real sexy.
And burns forever.
Yeah. Burns
You're
a hole
screwed.
through my fucking pocket.
But yes, well, maybe you burn through mine too, so it's mutually beneficial.
That's okay.
Actually, that wouldn't be mutually beneficial. That'd just be whatever.
We talk
I
like
spend
you
yours.
and me fucking burn through money, but we sure do pack it away.
We're very
and invest.
actually.
Yeah.
Well,
We
I'm the
invest a
spender,
lot.
You're the
Well,
you're
no,
the
but you
saver.
do. You invest in your own business. You invest a lot of your money back into your own business. So do I, in all of our businesses, right? Like our trust, our whole corporation is self-funded by God's grace, isn't it?
True.
And everything we have is by His grace too. But yeah, no, it's pretty cool.
Okay, so back on to topic, Townsend. You keep on taking us off topic. So we have Newfoundland in the next
ADHD.
14 days, and then
We're going camping.
yeah, we're
again
going
this
camping.
weekend.
You want to take us camping one more time?
Yeah, and then we leave. We come back and we leave the following week. We have people working at the house and getting stuff done and staying there for the kids, and then we're out of here. And then we come back and then we get ready for the holiday season. And I don't know if I can sneak in a quick trip to the Yuki. We might go out there. Oh, hop, skip, and a jump, and we'll be back. Oh, the rainforest that time of year is beautiful.
Take me to Mexico.
Okay.
I just, you know, Townsend, I've been buying such nice Speedos.
Yeah.
I can't wear a Speedo in the fall in BC.
Yeah, you can. We just have a private hot tub at the house. Yeah.
What fun is that?
For me, lots.
Okay, fine.
you, yeah.
But yeah, we have a very busy couple weeks going on, so I'm really excited. But Townsend, thank you very much for joining me on my podcast today. I know a lot of the Little Radicals wanted to get to know you, wanted to a little bit to know more about you, hear your sweet little savory and beautiful voice.
Oh, you're so sweet. You're still making dinner.
Damn it.
He tried. He really tried. Like,
I'm
he
just
sat there
barbecuing.
selecting words. That was perfect. I love you even more.
I love you too.
No, but seriously, thanks for having me. I love watching you work. I think it is amazing watching you create. And I love that I got to introduce myself to the people that love you the most. And it's pretty neat. So thanks. And I hope I get to come back if I didn't bore you.
I'll let you come back.
Holler at your boy. I'll see you at dinner. Love you. Bye.
Everyone, this is Scott Primary Townsend signing out.
Cheers.
Okay, everyone, that is a wrap for this Radical Gong show that we call Aaron Robinson. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you, Scott, again for joining us today. And to all my little radicals out there, I love you. Anyways, you guys have a beautiful and blessed day. Cheers.